and it's your boy iDef, and I am back with another review for you guys, and this time we got the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Juggernaut. He's a big boy. Like, he's very far back here to fit in the frame. I'm trying something different with my lighting to make it not reflect. I don't know shit about that stuff. But let's go ahead and look on the side. You got a cool image on there. It's not mirrored. You got a different one on this side. That's kind of cool. Like for your inbox clip, you know, whatever. And then you got some stuff from the video game. And you actually have a little miniature bio. Doesn't say too much, but it's something. I almost got this that 2-pack that has the Silver Samurai and Wolverine, but it didn't. So yeah. And then, as you know, there's not really anything worth looking on the bottom. But yeah, let's go ahead and run through the old iDef system.
Is the figure in good shape? Does the figure function as intended? Everything that's included with the figure, plus scaling, and then just my final thoughts. Usually a little pose at the end when I'm talking about it too, unless I forget.
Alright, and here he is at a package, and is the figure in good shape? For the most part, like, there's not much to, like, really complain about, but considering the price point, he does have some mild boot scuffage. Oh, bonked him. But he does have some mild scuffage on the tips of his boots there. And then if you want to take a look back here, it's just kind of quality control stuff that, you know, at the price point I feel like could be better. But I mean, he is also a lot of plastic, so maybe that's their justification. But again, I think it's been proven that that's BS, so I don't know, man. I'm not really complaining about it, I'm just making you aware. Like, you know what I'm saying? But besides that, yeah, he's in pretty good shape. I'm not gonna say he looks like shit, but does the figure function as intended? First thing I want to point out, again, not a big issue, but just like pulling him out of package that was already trying to come off though, and I hate how they do that with these bands instead of just making them like molded in there or something, but they do look cool. Another thing, there was no instructions. I had to look it up online, but I just want to show you guys these little knuckles here. This little hole there. These just pop right out. So like if you just, you know, don't want those on there, you can totally take those off. And, you know, if you already know it comes with this figure, you can already probably make assumptions on why that's a feature, you know, what have you. But I just wanted to make that known right there, that is a function of the figure that they just didn't say anything about. They didn't say anything, didn't tell us. Like, I don't know, I think that's just kind of weird. But anyways, as you would expect, he can't really look up too high because the way his neck is built. He can't really look down too much because of the way his neck is built. However, you can definitely look around. You can't really side to side again because of his helmet. Like, it's not really something you can complain about. Like, you can physically see the design of why. So I probably didn't even need to show you that. I'm sorry. But it's got some good butterfly. I kind of wish they'd done what they did with the Maximum Hulk and gave him like a soft chest piece, but it's still pretty good. Obscuring the light a little bit. Oh, that's actually not bad. Straight up, like T. Not bad at all. And then the biceps rotate independently of the elbow joint. But realistically, that's about what you're getting. Like, you can kind of go to the side. It won't really grant you that much more, if any. So, regular hinge joint. I also want to get into that later if I don't forget to talk about it in the review, which, you know, could happen. We'll see. It's just not the time and place to talk about it. But he goes back pretty decently far. Got a decent crunch for a big boy and only having a single joint, so that's cool. You can hear a lot of grating though when you move him around, so I don't know. Maybe try to be a little bit careful. I'm kind of throwing him around with reckless abandon, but I mean, not too bad. One thing though, I'm scared to do this. So he stays, and then it clicks, but I can feel tension when I'm pushing that, and it scares me. So I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a hot water treatment or if I should just leave it be. Like, I really don't know. Does his waist? It looks like he has a waist cut. He might have a waist cut. I can't tell, but it's not moving. I'm not going to push it any harder, so. His legs are a little bit stiff. I also don't want to, like, just break him off. He doesn't have a drop down or anything. Like, not that I think anybody expected him to, but not a terrible kick. Surprisingly good split for a big boy. But yeah, you can just tell the way this figure's designed. There's a lot of bad, like, load bearing. I don't know. Like, I don't think this is a figure that's going to last long. Like, with a lot of posing and stuff. That's about as far as he bends. And that's bending his leg back, too. He does pivot at the knee, too. Which is cool, I guess. A boot swivel also would have been cool, but he does have pretty good foot articulation, though. Like, it doesn't go super far forward, but look at that. A big figure with toe articulation. Ain't that grand. Oh, and off, you know, it's got a decent pivot on it. I just wish they were stiffer. Pause. But, yeah, does the figure function as intended? I'm gonna say for the most part, except for this upper part. I don't know what's up with that. I should probably do some research on that, but I'm slightly more impressed with his articulation than I thought I would be. And I'm not saying that people I've seen posed him poorly. It just didn't look like he could do all that much, but I think with the stand, you could get him into some pretty cool poses. But for everything that's included with him, I guess, he comes with 2 extra hands, which these can kind of slide around. But honestly, I wouldn't mess with them too much. I don't even know if you can get this one off, but it's kind of open hand for, I think, kind of like the punching thing, or that's obviously for holding a smaller character. And then I have not played the game, so I obviously know this is like a punch effect, but I don't know the context of why that's a big thing. I'm assuming it's just like an animation or something, but I don't want to do it on camera, so I'll be right back. I lied, you know what? I'll show you. So you already seen me take off the other thing, but you kind of just line that up, and then just kind of push it on there. And then you twist his bicep and other parts of his arm, and then you get him ready for a punch. Actually, no, he's just punching. He's just straight up punching, but and then you have a freaking angry punching Juggernaut. What do you think about that, buddy? But yeah, sorry, I don't know what that was about. That was weird. I'm sorry. But yeah, that thing goes on pretty easy. I don't know why I was acting like that was gonna be a big deal. I should have just showed you on camera from the start, but I'd already showed you the other thing, so I just didn't want to, man. I don't know. I'm an odd fella. I think I got this on the wrong way, though. I think that's on the wrong way. Oh, Lord. It's never going back on ever again. That's why I didn't want to do that on camera, because I want to put that all the way back on. But, yeah, that's everything that comes with them. Like, there's not another head or anything, or, like, anything. That's it, bro. You get a big hunk of plastic with some decent accessories, not really a lot, but that's it, bro. I don't know, man. He's not the worst figure you could buy for this price. He's not the best either, I don't think either, but let's just go ahead and do some scaling. Alright, and here he is with the Marvel Legends Secret Ward
Wolverine, which, you know, I don't know if this will, like, Wolverine in this context of time has ever even dealt with Juggernaut. I'm sure he had. I'm almost 100% sure he had. Anyways, that's just my favorite Wolverine I have so far, so I figured that'd be a good one. Also, he's kind of my main go-to shorty figure. Also, spoiler alert, this is the only X-Men I'm scaling him with. Deal with it. Alright, and here he is with the Marvel Legends Magic the Gathering collab Spider-Man. I think they look really good together. Like, you can almost just see it in your head, like the fight. I don't know. It's not a fair matchup, but I know Spider-Man's going to put in work somehow. I don't care. Alright, and here he is with Marvel Legends Son of Hulk Scar. I also think they look really good together. And you ask me personally, I think Scar's going to take it, but I am a Hulk stan, so I'm biased. Alright, and here he is with the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Hulk. And, oof, you know, he is definitely bigger, but I actually think I like the scaling, low-key. I don't know what stage of Hulk this is supposed to be, if it's just supposed to be, like, straight savage, like, you know what I mean? Because Hulk gets bigger as he gets angry and, like, whatever. But, like, base versions, like, if these two are matching up, this is what it looks like, I feel like. So this is, and I know this is Capcom, like, game-based, but I feel like this is really good. I really like it. Also, I'm saying again, Hulk is taking it most of the time. I'm not going to fight you about it. Alright, and here he is with the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2 Gamerverse Venom. Because he's literally, he's straight up my biggest figure, so there you go. Alright, you know what? Despite how I felt about this figure when I first bought it, he's not bad. I still think he should be like maybe 50 or something. Like, just cut it down a little bit, but like, he poses pretty well for a figure as big as he is. Like, neither of his feet have full contact with the ground right now. Like, it's not bad. His joints could be a little tighter in certain places, but overall, man, he's pretty cool. I just can't personally say the price is quite, like, there, you know what I mean? But if you really like Juggernaut, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. However, we did forget something, so I'm just going to bring it up now. Look how tiny these pegs are, bro. Let me focus on that. I don't like that. Like, for how big this dude is, focus. I really don't think the pegs should be that small, you know what I'm saying? But, aside from that, I think he's pretty cool. If you possibly somehow get him on sale, which I doubt, I'd go for that for sure. But, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say about him. He's pretty cool. A little overpriced, but probably worth it. Maybe not. I don't know. But that's for you to decide at this point. But I think I'm out.